This is Gamepad Inc., the video companion to our game review webcomic. I'm Nick.
And I'm Nate.
And today we're going to watch Nate play N++ painfully.
Oh, it's such a good game. It's such a good game. I played a lot of this game, Nick. Kind of an embarrassing amount. But
I think I saw that when you were launching this thing on Steam, that it was something like, 94 hours.
No, I don't know what you're talking about. It could have been anybody's game save.
It's probably a bug.
Well, I'll tell you what is a bug is that my game file has completely disappeared, and it looks like I haven't played the game at all. So
also, there seems to be some sort of bug with the UI, because I don't know what the heck is happening right now.
So that is going to be the first thing you'll notice about this game. I'm just going to jump right in. First thing I'll notice about this game is they did not spend a ton of time seemingly on the visuals. It's all pretty Spartan. I'm controlling the stick figure Ninja Man, and my goal is to get to...
That's not a ninja. How do you know it's a ninja?
Oh man, if you read the deep lore of this game, he's totally a ninja. He's I'm not even joking. There's like I think there is a story. I can pull it up here in a minute.
Wow. But no, it's okay. You're starting from the first level, right? This is the first.
This is the very beginning, yeah, because I have no save file anymore.
So where's that lore? Where'd that come from?
The lore? Oh, the lore. Yeah. The lore I think is in. I think if we pull up, we're so off tangent, but
all right, forget the lore. I don't care.
Yeah, the lore. There's like a save.
So there's
like an intro screen that kind of explains it, but. So yeah, So this is a very difficult platformer. In the vein of something like a Super Meat Boy.
Which is why I didn't play it.
Yep. You don't know. You don't like these kind of games,
hard.
Right? It is hard. This is a game where you will restart constantly.
What's that bar at the top?
So the bar at the top, so there's a lot of things going on here. First, I am the ninja, the black ninja here, that's just trying to get to the end of the level here. And the level ends through that yellow door that I just opened. Most levels
Does it make you feel better when you just pretend that you're the ninja? Does that make you feel good?
It's true. This is not that much of a change from my day-to-day life. The exit being the end of the workday, right? And the yellow stuff being the gold that I collect during the normal business day.
Oh, yeah. It's legit.
It's just pretty much a documentary about my life. So there's a lot of traps here, a lot of things that can kill me. And the very top of the screen, that yellow bar you were asking about, that is the time limit. So if I do not finish the level in time, I will die. And in order to get more time, I need to pick up gold. And every time I pick up one of those things, it gives you something like 2 seconds or something. But
does the gold respawn if you get stuck in here for a while?
No, it doesn't respawn if I get stuck in here. It's what you start with in the levels while you get.
If you die, you just have to start the level over, I'm guessing?
Yes, and so you'll see here is we just ran through an entire first sequence. Each sequence is like 5 levels at a time. You can see the 5 levels for this A00 segment at the bottom. And you can see that of those 5 levels, I got all the gold in 3 of them. That little gold marker on the top of the little level preview.
Well done.
You know what? I'm really good, Nick.
Proud of you.
That's not true at all. But over on the right-hand side, you'll see the leaderboard, and this is very much a score-based game. Once you get to the higher difficulty levels, and for replayability, is around the time that's left. So I had 160 seconds left. So
where's everybody else on that leaderboard?
This is my friend's leaderboard, which is turns out this game's not been super.
You have none.
Not been super popular with my friends. How do I switch the... No, that's...
Oh, okay. There's a global over there. I see it.
How do I change the leaderboard? I don't even know how to change...
On the bottom of that leaderboard there's tabs.
Can I tell you, tab over to it?
It's a little complex, this UI.
It is, but it isn't, right? There's maybe not the cleanest UI out there. But okay, so here I want to show off some of... This game is sometimes very easy. I can just jump over there to get to the exits. I gotta hit this button.
Slow. Yeah. Go.
It feels it's a game with a lot of floating physics, but it takes a little while to get used to. But once you kind of hit that rhythm with it, it feels so good, Nick. It feels so tight. There's a little bit of you can see if I just stop and let off, he kind of floats. I'm not even barely pushing the stick, and he just kind of floats over the top of these ridges. Those things those pink things are all bombs, so I'm trying to avoid those mines. But there's momentum built into the mechanics here, and as you run, you'll run faster. and you can kind of like launch yourself up. Like for here, I can launch myself up these walls like that. But if I just jump normally, it's like I'm not going to do nearly as well. So it's a game about momentum and maintaining momentum.
It looks like you're using controller.
I am definitely using a controller. This is a game I don't know how you would handle it on keyboard and mouse, to be totally honest. So the challenge of this game is a little twofold. Like I said, it's a little simple in a lot of these levels. There's like oftentimes you'll see that there's just like one easy direct path towards the end of the level. Like right here, I could just finish this level and be done with it. But that's not why we're here, Nick. You see, we're gonna pick up
speed.
It is about speed, but it's also about getting the highest score. And at the higher difficulties, you'll notice that the game kind of takes on an entirely different level of challenge once you start factoring in the gold, like trying to pick up all the gold. And it's not even about the challenge often. Sometimes it's about like kind of feeling like you're in the flow of it. The way they place the gold is, I think there's a really interesting like game design lesson to be going on with the gold. It's like, in most of these platformer games, I don't know about you, but like when I play Mario, I'm not stopping to pick up every coin, Same thing with like Sonic. I'm not gonna go pick up every ring. This is a game, and it doesn't actually change necessarily the way you play, even if you do. But this game, these guys have like homing devices. Oh boy!
Oh, whoa!
Oh yeah.
So it's very much like completionist, appealing to that sort of feeling.
Yeah, probably a little bit for sure. But what I'm trying to communicate, and doing a bad job of it, is the idea that when you start actually caring about getting all that gold, it changes how you play, and it like opens up an extra dimension in the level design. Like you start realizing that there's other paths.
I see.
Faster ways to complete. Oh god, faster ways to complete the game, or to complete the level. Like this one, not so much. Like this is just, there's obviously a huge additional challenge here to try to get all the gold in that one, because touching those guys will kill you. Well, this one's interesting. There's a little boost pads.
Adding all these different elements that have different properties as well.
Yeah, so
like these squares with the lines.
Exactly, and you talked right off the bat about how this game didn't look that great, and I mean obviously it's not a visual tour de force here, but I think what it does well more than anything is the controls and the level design, because there's so many levels. There's so many levels, Nick. If
I can see that with the grid.
Yeah, exactly. When
you first start. Yeah, it feels overwhelming.
It kind of is, to be honest, but in a good way, because it just means there's endless different ideas about different crazy levels that people can dream up, and it's also got user generated levels.
Oh, that's cool. I can also see you not wanting a ton of extra stuff on the screen and just really honing in and focusing. I doubt you really even pay much attention to your character and more to kind of know it's there because it's so simple.
Yep, exactly. And so, like you say, they keep adding new elements in, and because the look is so simple, it lets them get away with like quickly conveying the purpose of things, and your eye just can easily scan for what's actually important. Oh god, I got greedy. That is the eternal struggle in this game, is trying to balance caution with greed.
I love the death scene, or those animations too in there. That's pretty good. They just completely explode.
They're so brutal. It's like it's like strangely one of the most violent games I've ever played, even though it's only a stick figure.
I can't tell if they're trying to communicate, some blood in there or something, or if it just happens to be the color of the explosion.
I feel like I think maybe you're right. Maybe there isn't actual blood, but like there's gore, right?
Oh.
You got. I don't know if I'm gonna go for that gold anymore right there.
I don't think it's really worth it.
It's kind of a trap. I don't know, man. People will think less of me if I don't have all this gold, right?
People like gold. I like some of these animations how the gold just like gets warped up, or it's just shooting up into the air. Like nice little impact animations too with the jumps. Like there's a little bit of polish in here for sure.
Definitely.
Just nice and simple.
I mean, they could just really go super bare bones with it and not put any kind of. Okay, that's the last time I'm trying.
You know what?
To get
I don't
that.
think you're good enough to do that.
See, don't say something like that because now we're never going to leave this. Now you've thrown down the gauntlet. But yeah, it's not. I don't think that they. Oh man.
Whoa, come on.
I don't think that they made these graphics this way because they were lazy. You know what I mean? It's
totally. Yeah,
it's about minimalism to avoid visual complexity, like visual noise.
Holy moly.
Yeah, this happens.
Yeah, this gets frustrating. So the timer seems to reset each time where you just have so much gold.
Well, the timer resets to when you started the level, like what your values were at the beginning of the level, like when you came into the.
I see.
Yeah. So that didn't work out that well. But we're just gonna end this here. But this is that's so great about this game is that they're. I forgot he was gonna be back looking that way too. Not only are the levels great, and there's just endlessly giving you new challenges and different kinds of variety, but like you can kind of self-select the difficulty because you can just be like, you know what, screw it, I want to get through it the first time.
Right.
And it's challenging enough just without getting the gold. Oh god. But sometimes you want that extra challenge.
Nice.
Thanks. So yeah, there's the intro levels kind of start easy. I'm not going to bother with those because I've done a lot of those. But look at every one of these grid numbers has 5 different levels. And then you can unlock the legacy, ultimate stuff here, and then more legacy stuff. It's nonstop.
Wow.
There's
So it also looked like you could it's recording replays of your whole playthrough.
Yeah, I think you can. Oh, okay, that's how I go to the leaderboard. How do I? Okay.
This is watch replay.
So, yeah, I get my replay. Remember this?
Wow.
Nick? Remember that time when I?
Oh man, that
got
was
all
good
the gold?
times.
Those were good.
I feel like so long ago.
I do. How do I end this? I can't stop it. But it's cool as you can go to the watch replay. You can go to like the global top 10. It's the fastest.
Wow. Oh, that's cool.
See some people who actually are good at this game.
Right, I see that. How he's just kind of.
Yep.
Oh.
But see, like once you kind of like find your rhythm, see, you don't even like.
Right.
The level's almost just a suggestion.
That's impressive.
You can kind of make your own way through it, and oftentimes the gold is a guide for the correct path through the level.
Makes sense.
Anyway, this game's awesome. I can't get enough of it. I played this is a sequel to itself a sequel. This is the 3rd game in like the N trilogy, I guess. Originally,
they don't branch out there much with the names.
They really don't. I mean, like this whole thing is about simplicity, right? And
right.
Yeah, Nick, here, check it out. Here's the story. You are a ninja.
Oh, you are a ninja. The way of the ninja. Nice.
So is your natural lifetime of 1.5 minutes. Like all ninjas, you have an unquenchable thirst for gold. The natural propensity for exploring rooms infested by increasingly lethal ninja killing robots, and a devout belief in N.
Some goofy stuff.
It's super funny. I mean, it's just, very tongue-in-cheek. I do want to show... This game has got an awesome co-op and race campaign. Like the co-op levels are specifically built for multiple players and require like different order of operation puzzles almost, and how you complete them and execute them with your buddy. I really think those are awesome. Can't recommend them enough. But then look at all this stuff, Nick. Let's go look.
So this is all UGC?
This is all
user
UGC.
stuff?
Yep.
Wow. Oh, that's pretty cool. Look at that.
So that's like the logo, right? I think.
That's pretty rad, yeah.
And some of these levels, just like every UGC thing in the world, like some are good, some are bad, but there's no shortage.
Hopefully they're at least beatable.
So if that shadow version of me touches me, I am dead. Oh god, I'm dead anyways. Oh.
See why that shadow version of you is was your last playthrough?
This thing right here. Once I activate that, it activates
Oh,
a
I
shadow
see.
guy who has to go through the level, and if I touch him,
Oh,
so I have
that's
to kind of
cool.
like I have to specifically try to avoid him. It's not easy because he follows your exact path. Oh god.
So what does that mean in the in the story?
In the lore.
Who is
Well,
that?
This is you've seen the Prestige, right?
Yeah, this is inexplicable though. I don't.
Oh, it's
Oh,
David
man.
Bowie.
Oh man,
It's clones of David Bowie. It's pretty obvious.
cutting deep.
Oh, I didn't see that. Thing.
Oh,
Okay, that level's tough. Look at all this stuff. Cave
that's pretty
Ninja,
cool. These are
Part 2,
great.
number 7.
I like how some of them are just them people trying to draw things versus
yeah.
actually make it
Make
really
good levels.
tricky.
Oh wow! Also, there's fall damage in this game,
Oof.
so be really careful once you start getting like. And it's not. Oftentimes, it's not even about
Just the-
fall. It's about you going so fast, like you'll just plant yourself into a wall, and
It takes gold away. It takes time.
no, it kills you. It's like,
Oh, I see,
if
I
you're
see.
going fast enough and you go straight into a wall, or you fall into it, you'll die. But
it's
like I
pretty
said, it's
realistic.
the momentum stuff is, and it takes a little bit to get used to because you're not necessarily used to like Mario having inertia, you know. But
Yeah. Well,
I mean, I'm
that's a
telling
whole different debate whether or not Mario is in the real world and all that. But
you don't think
I think
Mario's
it's
real?
clear
Nick?
that N++ is pretty real. This looks like real life.
Yeah, it does look. I can't hit the switch. I can't hit the switch. I'm gonna do it. So you don't really like the games where you have to like endlessly respawn and retry, do you?
I get really frustrated with stuff that is just about really, really refining the mechanics and just getting to learn the system, the feel of it, because it just takes a long time. And then I also feel like they often will, in game, a lot of games will sort of reinvent itself as you go. So just when you think you know it, then it will change some mechanic, which I know is part of the fun. But man, it's frustrating.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. It's just like, okay, I've seen the track. I know where I'm messing up, and I could invest a lot of time and probably nail
Yeah,
it.
you could. It'd be great.
Or move on to something else. It's more interesting.
Oh, you had me there. I thought you were gonna. I'm gonna do it. I did it.
It's cool. Like I'm
Oh,
impressed
you
when
son of
people
a-
can do this stuff, but I'd rather have something that has a little deeper story or something more interesting than just
Deeper
memorizing.
story. Did you miss the part where? You...
No, I saw it.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
a lot
So
about
that's
like memorization, and then you sort of replay it, and you really get to know a particular level, and then you're on to the next one.
It's not really like I'm telling you though. At the once you get into the game, and I'm a little bit rusty right now since it's been a little bit since I played this. But it's not so much about memorization. It's about getting to the point where you just can go through these levels on a first try. Because the first time you play this, you're gonna like just doing what I just did right there. That might not be the hardest difficulty level, but like you lack like the familiarity with how the system works. That it's like I said, it's not about the fun of this game. Isn't about like dying and replaying it over and over and over again. It's about getting that level of mastery with the mechanics. Oh, this is a tricky one. So look at this. They've hidden mines that activate once you touch them.
Oh, that's hard.
So I can't go back. Plus, I got this guy chasing me now. So I gotta.
And you played
take a
N+,
different pace.
right?
So that's how I was gonna say that earlier. Yeah. So the N was originally just a Flash game back in the day, and what they did is they released N+, and I think I played the heck out of that game when it was on 360, and I know it also came to, I think it came to PC as well, but I mean their roots are PC, but N++ came out, I think it was 2016, and when that hit, I mean I played this game pretty solidly for a month of just just doing this, just finding what's the next level.
Yeah.
But what's again the mastery thing?
It's
is
endless.
It is endless. The mastery stuff really feels rewarding once you get to later on, and you haven't seen too much of it here. There's a little bit of it right here, I guess, this level where the game the level almost feels like a bit of a puzzle in and of itself. like well, if I'm gonna beat this level, I have to find a way to hit those. I don't know if you those little like things behind that missile launcher up there are switches.
Yeah, top left.
So the only way I'm gonna get this door open is by I have to keep this missile alive because
Gotcha.
otherwise it would shoot me as I approached it.
Right.
So it's stuff like
That's
that.
tricky.
Like it gets really tricky, really fun to kind of like, okay, how do these pieces fit together? Now I got to go do it back up here and do this again.
I see what you're saying. That's pretty cool. Yeah, when you have to double back and kind of, use the pieces of the map. And like I said, it's endless, when they have all the user-generated stuff too. So is there like a competitive scene here? Like, obviously it lends itself pretty nicely to speedrunners and things like that.
I think that, there's if you really want to get into it, that leaderboard, can be your competitive scene. There's also, like I said, the race stuff and the co-op levels, which are more the competitive multiplayer.
Okay.
But,
so the race stuff will pair you with a random person?
I don't know if it's online. Is it online? I don't think it's online. I think it's local multiplayer only. But,
gotcha.
If you want your multiplayer, this is it. If you want your cooperative multiplayer, obviously you're playing co-op. There's just a bunch of different ways to get into this. I've actually played this with people who are not the biggest gamers, and they've had a blast because of just the ridiculousness of the death animations. Like, they're so sudden that you can't help but laugh sometimes when you die.
And it's simple enough that it's pretty approachable.
Exactly. Like, the only button
Just
you really have
hard.
is jump. So.
Right.
But yeah, thanks for watching. That's N++. I guess we'll go do a comic review here in a little bit, and check that out on GamepadInc.com. We'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, thanks everybody.
Bye.